Well, boys, it's been a week, and I'm finally no longer sick. It feels amazing. I feel amazing. And speaking of amazing, last week, Supreme Week 11 of Spring Summer 2025 was a pretty amazing week itself. I figured it was time to bring back this old series so we can break down our predictions, look at every item that sold out, and then analyze the current resale values over on StockX. Join me in this nostalgic series that I haven't done in a couple of months because, quite frankly, we don't have any Week 12 information out, and I wanted to make a video today. So if you guys enjoy your weekly dose of Supreme and other streetwear content, be sure to leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the noti bell so you can stay up to date every single time I post and go live. I go live every single Thursday for Supreme Live Cops. And with all that out of the way, let's get right into it. Feels good to be back with the What Sold Out series. I really enjoy this. It's a good way for us to look at everything that sold out and make sure I'm not telling you guys bullshit. And this week was a solid week for sellouts. First item up, studded hooded leather jacket. I said it was going to sell out, and it turns out the lilac colorway was the best one to go for. Black is still available. You can't see the sizes right here, but a full size run from small all the way up to double XL is still available. So kind of spooky when it's a $1,200 item if you're buying for resale, but I think this is another indicator that special edition colors are special, especially for leather. And this was also in the preview, and I believe that preview items are more sought after than ones that aren't. And I meant lookbook, obviously, not preview. Next item, we had to go for it. The Jeff Hamilton Racing Jacket, SpongeBob SquarePants Edition. I feel like if you were a Supreme YouTuber last week, you were able to hit on this jacket, which was super cool. This thing surprisingly wasn't very botted. It sold out very fast in the black colorway. I was able to grab it here on the channel. You can go check out my live cop or rewatch the whole stream VOD. Both videos are on my channel, and this thing is absolutely insane. I last minute changed to go for the black one, and I'm so glad that I did because it is the better one. I just thought this was in the lookbook. It's got the SpongeBob colors, but in fact, the other one was just a bit better, and it flew. Even at $400, I still think that's a great price for a Jeff Hamilton racing jacket. Can't wait to get it in hand and review it for you guys. Next up, the Patchwork Velour track jacket, sold out in dark navy, still available in tan and a medium, large, and XL, and black, pretty much full size run. So this dark navy colorway, for whatever reason, flew under the radar. I didn't say this was sleeper item of the week, but it wasn't upvoted too high on Supreme Community, and at 238, people wanted it. The unseen SpongeBob SquarePants Castelli Racing long sleeve tee is next. I think this was a great item for the personal. I personally didn't love the 3D art. I keep saying that, but everything else is great. The placement, the colors, SpongeBob SquarePants logo there. Even the Castelli Racing Scorpion is cool. I'm just not big on this new school SpongeBob art. I think best colorway would have been either green or black. Black is super simple, but green is just a damn good time. I do like how we have the green box logo on the black one, and that is a cool touch. $58 is also not a bad price at all. Corduroy Camp Cap, this sold out in the pink colorway. This was one of the colorways that I did point out. I said this and the lime green were the ones to go for. I still think neon yellow could potentially sell out in the upcoming weeks. Camp Caps do sit around for a little bit occasionally, but I could easily see a number of these other colorways going any day now. The SpongeBob SquarePants Jeff Hamilton mesh back 6-panel was the next item to sell out. This was probably my favorite wearable piece of the SpongeBob collection. It's just super clean. It's got SpongeBob running at the camera from the cover of the Battle for Bikini Bottom video game. I like this side paneling with this neon pink matching the jacket. SupTel logo, Jeff Hamilton Wings logo. Kind of looks like a hockey Detroit Red Wings or something. SpongeBob SquarePants 25 team. That 25 team is also featured on a number of other racing gears Supreme has dropped. The yellow racing hat that I have that was an EU exclusive has that on the side here or here, which is a nice touch. I like when they reuse logos like that. And I think the box logo on the back just looks super clean. And also the fact that it matches the jacket. It's a great touch. It was was a great way for people that couldn't afford the jacket to get their hands on this collab. And I think this hat is going to age super well at 58 bucks. It was a no-brainer. I maybe should have picked it up. Now, I'm not huge on this cycling cap, but it is cool for those people that could get some use out of it. I guess you put this under the helmet. Someone was explaining it to me in the comments. I totally forget, but it's a cycling cap. It's not the most attractive looking garment for its shape, but for what it is, it's a SpongeBob SquarePants cycling cap. So there you go, bud. And then of course the Jacob & Co 14 karat gold pennant for $3,000 sold out. Sucks to see that this is just what we're getting now. No more $500 pennants, no more mini Uzis or seahorses. I like that Boone talked about that in his video. Like, man, we used to get these cool Supreme made pennants that, yeah, it's 500 bucks, expensive, but it ain't no $3,000. So whatever the case, this sold out. And the last item to sell out was the specialized sports bottle with SpongeBob's face. I know a lot of people were going after this. Good for working out. Easy to put in your bike. It's a water bottle with SpongeBob's face on it and Castelli Supreme box logo. There we go. Now, let's head over to StockX and see what the heck people are paying for all this crap. All right, I'm going to alternate between this big size so we can look at the lowest asks and then the StockX size for what people are actually selling these for. Okay, so here is the studded hooded leather jacket, and we can see all the lowest asks here, starting all the way up from like $3,000 down to the 18s. We've got a couple sales right here. One medium for $365. Don't look at that. That's something random. $2,000 for a size small, and then $1,430 for a size medium. Kind of all over the place. I don't really know where to put that. $1,300 was the retail. I think we need to chill for a bit and see where this market ends up. Here are all the highest bids. So $1,100 for a medium. People are bidding below retail, but looks like that size small legit sold for $2,000. So there you go. Next up, we got the SpongeBob SquarePants racing jacket. You can see my ask here, $615. It's kind of been fluctuating all over the place, slowly going up, down, all around. I kind of want to get the best price for it, so we got ours being asked right there. You can see the sales. First one, $638. Definitely was an item to sell right off the bat. I probably could have done that, but I've been scared a bit to actually sell items on StockX right away. You guys might remember, if you follow the channel, I've had some items that take a while for me to come in, so I sell them on StockX and then they're not here and I have to cancel, and they don't like when you do that. But one sold for $736. Sometimes you'll see high numbers that sell, and occasionally that's currency exchange price differences. I'm not totally sure, but this is definitely reselling for a good amount, and it really was colorway dependent. Let's look at the white colorway here. You can see the lowest asks for each size are a fair bit lower, with the large being $543. Now, I do think these jackets are going to continue to rise in price. I don't think they're going to really go down very much beyond what they're at right now. So I think even maybe holding this jacket could be a decent idea if you don't mind doing that. I'm just scared to do that in a recession, quote unquote. So I'm going to try to get mine off in the next week or two. If you would like it, send me an offer. Feel free. If you're a member of the channel, of course, you get a nice discount for that. Then taking a look at the sale prices of the white colorway, still some in like the 650s, especially right after the drop. Yeah, 700. Wow. Oh, just kidding. Those are all asking prices. Sales of this one, 599, 600. Not a ton in the sixes, but decently in the fives. We'll see what happens to the SpongeBob SquarePants Jeff Hamilton racing jacket. I think it's going up, if I gotta be honest. All right, the velour patchwork track jacket might not have any sales quite yet. Looks like we have one, a size medium, for $276. You can see the lowest asks here, and the other colorways are still in stock on Supreme, but sometimes people still sell them because there's certain markets where people can't shop on supreme.com and they have to buy resale. That definitely sucks. All right, what is this racing long sleeve tee going for? We can see the black, mid 80s to 90s, white, high 70s, even a 67 for an XL. What about the green? Okay, maybe a little bit higher. Let's look at the sales. Medium went for 111, double XL 125. That's not a bad flip when you consider it was 58 bucks. 125 is not bad. Here are the sales in the black, a lot more volume. We got 106 for a size extra large, 114 for a medium. Not bad for the racing long sleeve. Next, the sports bottle. There it is. Last sale 47. Looking at the sale prices here, 47 looks like the top price. 22 bucks. I mean, that's not bad. If you got free shipping and you just want some more volume on your StockX account, screw it, why not? Cycling cap, man, people are paying resale for this. That's crazy. 38 bucks, couple sales, one for 74, dude. No way. That's nuts. I'm not sure about the other colorway, but let's check it out. Last sale 103. You're shitting me. Nope. Someone paid that. Allegedly. It could be a currency conversion. Who knows? But that is insane just to think about. Next, we have the Supreme Corduroy Camp Cap. Last sale 96 bones, man. Holy shit. Yeah, someone paid 96 bucks for this pink camp cap. And the lowest ask right now is $79. These guys are seemingly cutting themselves short if someone really paid 96. But you never know. It's the classic StockX undercutters. They love just getting the cheapest possible price sold. Also, goddamn, look at this Cactus Jack fucking jersey. I don't get it at all. 500 bucks retail. All right, no picture, but this is the mesh back 6-panel in one of the colorways, the black colorway. Doing very well. You can see the asks here. Lowest ask is 118, I believe. Okay, lowest ask is 119 and the last sale was 118. This hat has shot up in price. A couple people sold it for fairly cheap on the day of the drop or right after it. Yeah, day of the drop, people sold and then just started asking for more and it shot up. So this hat is doing very well right now, doubling in retail, more or less 58 bucks. Got to factor in fees and shipping and all that shit, but still doing pretty good. And that was the black colorway. Let's check the navy one out. Last sale 133 for the 6-panel. Not bad at all. And lowest ask on these are 109. Okay. And last but not least, we got the Jacob & Co. 14 karat gold pennant. Yep. Last sale was $4,000. One sold for $38.92. I don't know, man. I guess you should have bought this, but I can't recommend people buying $3,000 worth of jewelry, because if you need my kind of advice to resell this and make money, you don't need my advice because you're probably doing okay for cash. I don't know who would pay resale for this. I guess they didn't make a ton of them and they sold out and someone's got to have their jewelry. But there we go, boys. That is everything that sold out from Supreme Week 11. And if I have to recap my predictions from the drop list, I think I was pretty spot on. The only thing I was somewhat wrong on was the studded hooded leather jacket. I would have thought we would have saw some sales already on that lilac. We've seen a couple, but not as many as I would have thought. And I would have thought the black colorway would have sold out on that hooded leather jacket. Everything else from SpongeBob is pretty much about what I expected. I still got room to pick colorways out. I'd say most times I'm doing pretty good, but I think in my drop list, I was still feeling like going for the white colorway. Where I was at. So I'm glad I watched Boone's video this week and kind of got a general community sentiment. Shout out to everybody in the Supreme community. You guys are the best. If you guys know this video, want me to make more, please leave a like on it, comment down below what you copped this week, your biggest surprise, or your overall thoughts on Supreme Week 11. And any day now, we'll get some news on what's coming out this week for Supreme Week 12. You guys won't want to miss it, so stay tuned to the channel. Catch y'all on the next one. Peace.